Already hit the subscribe button. Hit the subscribe button. The channel is growing. We are almost at 1,000 subscribers. I appreciate everyone that has subscribed to the channel and anyone that is subscribing to the channel. And if you can, when you see this video, and maybe this video might help somebody reach to the right person. Uh, we all like music. Music is a part of the culture. Music is a great influence in many ways. It can be an influence in a negative way, and it can be influenced in a positive way. But a lot of rap music is influenced in a negative way. When we hear music from artists, the favorite ones that we all like, they're influencing negative things. Now, the things that they influence, it comes down from other people that are making money. It's like they get paid promo for the promotion of things that are going to benefit them. And these things end up destructing the community. Whereas though the people at the lower level of life, they tend to suffer, while the people at the higher level of life that are promoting it, at that moment, they benefit. But most other times, those people indulge in the things that they're promoting so that they can push the image to the people as though they do it, that are a little smarter than others, and they're promoting these things, but they're not indulging in it. But the ones that you see indulge in these type of things, issues, because they have an unlimited supply of income. And when the people that have an unlimited supply of income abuse the things that they get into. So if they're on different kind of narcotics and they're using these things daily, their tolerance gets higher and they tend to go harder than a person would that had a limit of money that they can spend. When you see artists as in Lil Wayne, and you know Lil Wayne has epilepsy, he used to take a lot of lean daily. And you know it was a time and era where lean was promoted at a rapid pace. All the artists talked about doing lean. And all of them were doing lean. And when you get hooked on something that you like, you're gonna abuse it. And they make these kind of narcotics for your body to like it. It's a test. They have scientists that put these things together and test in the labs to see what the human body is going to be more receptive to. And then they also get humans to test these things to see what their body will take to, what will they say that they like the feeling of, and what the things that they will yearn. And that's how the world gets hooked on these different kind of drugs, as in weed also, cocaine, heroin, lick, which they call the lean. These type of things get people hooked on them because they test and see what the body is going to like. These things are in different things that we don't know about. And back years and years ago, they said cocaine was put in Coca-Cola. That's how the name was started. So from these things that they tested and that they put out to the world, it has people very addicted to these things, and then they use the artists to put these things inside the music because they know people are going to listen to the music. Music is a big seller all across the world. So if they make the music artists put these things in their music and then they put the promotion behind it, whereas though they let the artists know that they're going to blow them up behind them saying certain things that get the community hooked, and the community has to go look for these things, it just makes their business bigger. It makes their empire get bigger. So it's a bigger picture that people don't see when you hear these things in the music. How Future was saying Molly Percocet. From him saying Molly Percocet, do you understand how many people looked at it as if it was cool to go use Molly Percocet? And so many people have overdosed since this epidemic, and it's people still overdosing and still looking for Molly's and Percocets. And now that the administration that controls these pharmacies and the drugs done cut back on it, it pushed more people to look for it on the street, to get involved with heroin, the fake pills that they're selling, and it caused more overdoses. But it came from the promotion of the artists. The artists promoted that it was okay to get involved with these things, and knowing that most people in the community that listen to music look up to the artists because they show a type of financial level that they would love to be at, not knowing that it's a darker side to that level. When you look at these artists and you see that they're up there from the image that they present, you have to understand that a lot of the artists are miserable inside because they really don't know themselves. And they're pushing an agenda that they were told to push, and then they get caught up in that agenda because they're indulging themselves. So they're in a life that they really don't like, but they look to the people as if they are happy. It's an image that's presented. And the image presented really benefits the people over top of them, as in the people that owns the labels. When the people that own the labels, they're not even indulging in these things. They're thinking about the financial aspect of the situation. As the drugs are promoted to the people, it may be building more jails, private owned jails. They understand that by the promotion of doing these drugs, when the people don't have any money, they're going to commit crimes to go out to get the drugs. Do you get what I'm saying? So as they go out to commit crimes to get more drugs, some people are going to get caught and some are not. So they getting a benefit from both ends of the situation. Whereas though people are committing crimes that get caught, they go to jail. Then the people that commit crimes are going out to purchase the drugs. The drugs are being funneled through different people in the street and the pharmacies. Because whatever the world sees that people like and the music promotes, that's what people want to be involved in. Whatever drugs that are being talked about through the music, that is what people want to be involved with. And you see this time and time again. These things will never stop because this is what's promoted to the world. This is what sells. Sex and drugs sell the most money to people. to people that will go spend their last. People will spend their last for sex. People will spend their last for drugs. And this is well known. And the influences from all the artists is what keeps the people in that same rhythm of a downfall. And all it does with doing drugs is kill your internal organs. If you abuse these drugs, which these artists do, and that's why they have the health issues, is because they have an unlimited supply of money. But when a normal person on the street, they're going to run out of money. So they do get a downtime from it when as though people that have more money don't get a downtime from it because they have an unlimited supply of money. They're constantly involving themselves in it. So as Lil Wayne, from taking the lean day in and day out, go to sleep, you wake up, you got a bottle of lean right there, you're back on the lean. All through the day, while you're nodding off, you're taking the lean. When you go to sleep, you got lean by you. Wake up, lean's right there again. You're going to damage your organs. You're going to mess your kidneys up. You have to have plenty of water to run through your kidneys for your kidneys to function right. So if you're taking these chemicals that is being scientifically put together and you're just putting them inside your organs are going to shut down. They're not going to function as they should. And this is what's being promoted to the people. So when the people see, oh man, this is my favorite artist, and this is what they're into, especially as a youngin' coming up in the world, because when you're young, your brain is not developed enough to understand fully. When you do have some understanding, but you don't have the experience to know that there is no good for me. So you take it upon yourself to try it, and you want to get involved in it. And when you get involved in these type of drugs, they are highly addictive. Any drug you do is addictive. And that's why some people that are into messing with drugs, they won't mess with certain drugs because they know that this drug is more addictive than this drug. But when they all are addictive, they're addictive in their own way. Even weed. And people think because they legalized weed that weed is okay. The weed has so many chemicals on it now. People don't even know what they're smoking. You have to know that the dispensary is spraying chemicals on the weed too. Just because you go to the dispensary and get weed, don't think that weed doesn't have chemicals on it. And if you pay attention to the people that smoke weed, they're smoking weed every 20 to 30 minutes because they got to smoke more. The high is lasting a lot shorter. When people used to smoke the Reggie, you would be higher longer. Now, you got to smoke the high power weed, which is they say is loud, to get that feeling, but it goes away a lot faster. It's the chemicals on the weed. It keeps you wanting to smoke again. Weed is like the new crack. And some people might not want to accept that, but it is. It's people buying eighths and multiple quarters of weed every day. If you can't tell me, I don't know, what do you know about a crack habit? Because that's spending $60 to $120 a day on weed. That was never how things went back years ago. And even Snoop Dogg is saying he's giving up weed. When you're smoking, you're still damaging your lungs. So, how can something be good for you if smoking causes cancer? It says on the package, can cause cancer. But people think that because they're smoking weed, because they're told that it's legal now, that it's okay. And wouldn't dare want you to smoke weed now. People's been sent to jail for weed, and now it's okay to have it. Do you know the reason why it's okay now? Because it's taxable. Life is a big business. If things can be benefited off of by people above the regular people, the people that make money off of distributing things around the world, and they can make the people think that it's okay, they're going to make that money. They're not going to miss the opportunity to make money. You have to understand that it's a bigger business in the world than you think it is. Life isn't what you think it is. If it was, a lot more people would be in a better financial state. As the artists promote these drugs to the world, it benefits people that you'll never see, people that you'll never touch. But the people that you think you're going to touch are the ones that's telling you to do this. And as they get caught up in these things, they tend to harm themselves as well. You see the artists that overdosed because they were told that this is going to get you right. This is going to keep you up. This is going to make you work harder. When we all have a natural high within our body, you just got to be able to identify that. No one needs any drug to function. But it's a business. Just like the prisons are a business. The people that own the labels own private prisons. So if they can push the narrative to send you to prison through the people that you value and you look up to, why wouldn't they do it? It only makes sense. And artists like Ice Cube, Bone Thugs and Harmony, they've exposed it. But these things, excuse me, have been said by these people and just brushed off. Because it didn't have a meaning, because it wasn't put in a song. And if it was put in a song, that song wouldn't get big. They wouldn't make a song like that big. Because it's promoting to put you on the right track. The right track means they lose money. They don't eat the same. But the world being on the wrong track makes it where as though more people at the top make money. The little people suffer in the hands of the people you idolize. That's why I say music is okay to listen to, but you got to be able to distinguish that it's only music. It's not to be followed. Music is not to be followed. If you're in a club and you like a song and you dance to it, enjoy the music. But don't follow the music because it's going to lead here because they're getting paid from it. The business of life. We don't see these things because we're in the moment. And when you're in the moment, you live in how you want to live at that time. And if you indulge in any kind of drugs as weed or anything, you like that feeling. Anybody can get trapped. It's designed to make the human body like it. That is the design, for the human body to like it. It's more people using drugs than it is that's not. Only a few can break away from it. And that comes from certain experiences. Because a lot of people will get into those things and experience very, very bad situations and still go back to it. Because they feel that that feeling that it gives them overpowers living sober. It overpowers being regular. And as you young, right, young fellas out there, that's the image of the world. You can't hang out with your friends as a young guy and the people that are not smoking, they like, man, you lame. This is what's pushed to the image to the people. You're lame if you're not smoking or drinking. But liquor kills your liver. This is legally in stores. People rush to the liquor store before the liquor store is closed, but it kills your liver. It breaks your organs down. You're poisoning yourself. And then you have to go pay for it. You pay to poison yourself. Damn. Doesn't that sound deep? You pay to poison yourself. And the people that sell it to you get richer. That's deep. And this business will never stop. Because once they legalize things, they don't take them away. That's why it waits so long before they legalize the things. Because there was a point in time that liquor was illegal. Just as it was a point in time that marijuana was illegal. But they're legal now. Percocets. All these things that are damaging us throughout the communities are legal now. And they're promoted through your favorite rapper. The artist that tells you, I pop a perk, fuck your bitch. All that shit. It can be a good beat. The flow could run with the beat. But you have to understand that that's just music. If you put yourself in that situation, that's deep. That's deep to us, man. And it's like they're going to continue to promote it. But you got to be the one to see, man, listen. This is a destruction to me, myself. Not worried about anyone else. You got to worry about yourself first. Because you can't help anyone until you figure out how to help yourself. You can't go out there and give out advice to others. And that's why at this point in my life, I feel that I can give advice. That's why I'm on the channel talking now. Because I've been delivered to help myself first. I figured out things that were holding me back. I figured out things that had me distracted. And I told myself, I'm not going there anymore. And some people looked at me and said, I don't think you can do it. But I can see it in my face. I can see it in my eyes. I feel it in my soul. From the discipline that I know I have, the things that I won't engage in no more. We're expected to destruct ourselves. That's the expectation. When people look at you, they look at you like you're going to destruct because what's placed in front of you. Because what music you listen to. Only a few are going to beat the odds. Everybody can't beat the odds because it's designed for you to like it. The design that's put out there is a design for you to like it, for you to want it, for you to crave it, for you to need it. Destruction. And maybe Lil Wayne has cleaned up with himself. But when you put that much poison in your body, your organs can get to a point where they're no longer healing themselves. When they're no longer able to regenerate. When you're younger, your organs can regenerate after they take a little bit of abuse. But if you keep beating, and beating something, thinking that it won't get knocked out, when it does, it's going to be a surprise to you, but not a surprise to people that understand. We all got the opportunity to correct things. But it's about, do you want to correct things? When are you going to correct things? Do you want better for yourself? Or do you want to stay in the same situation thinking that if you pray, it's going to get better? For the people that look to God to help them, right? You got to meet God as you look at him halfway. You got to meet him halfway. Prayer is not going to just solve the situation, because God lives within you. So you got to be the one who want better, and I'm going to do better. But you got to be tired of being on the edge. Because when you are chemically dependent on something, you living on the edge. No matter how much money you got, no matter what you own, no matter what status you think you have in life. If you are chemically dependent on something, you're living on the edge. On a ledge that's ready to collapse. And you might not see it till it's too late. You can pray. But if you don't make an effort to assist yourself, don't expect things to get better for you. Hey, man, I just wanted to share that tonight. And these is my thoughts, man. If you can, hit the subscribe button. Share this video. Maybe somebody might see it and understand that somebody that's been through some things has made a great change in his life. Understands a little bit more about life. But I'm about to start doing call-ins. It's coming real soon. by the new year, I'm about to start doing call-ins when I'm talking about things. People can call in and talk with me and let me know how they feel about the topic I'm talking about. I appreciate all the subscribers. We almost at 1,000. I've been grinding to get it there. And it's almost there, man. It's a long road ahead for me. I appreciate all the love, man. It's not about the setback. It's about the get back. Now.